What is up, guys? Welcome back to another casted game on the 1 vs 1 rank quick search ladder, and we found another game between these two titans of the Age of Empires 3 scene. It is Ungurs versus Kevin. Ungurs playing as the Dutch, spawning down to the southwest of the map, Lake Chad, and his Chadian opponent, Big Kevin, playing as the Italian, spawning the northeast map in the colour red. I believe this could possibly be a random civ here from Kevin. He's been playing random civ all night. But after last game, he might have decided to bring out the big boys for this game. And what strong Civ Italy is in general at the moment. And this is quite interesting. Kevin going straight for the early Sudanese, but queued up here from an architect. Yeah, I mean, it's not auto building. I was guessing excited, but this could have been like a remote build, straight away new strategy variation. Well, I'm sure we're going to see standard Italian things and big shake. Chatting from last night, we were watching some absolute pure filth. Age of Empires 3 search ladder. Italy was just running rampant on a couple of games. Very strong civ. This matchup is kind of close-ish. Dutch is one of those great civs. Strong Age 3 play, really strong boom if left untapped, but just can't keep up with the Italy tempo but the Italy FI provides, with the then lots of XP, Garbursieri, Papal Bombards, Papal kind of units like the Pikes, the Lancers, they all shadow attack as well, and all the XP trickles and economy that the Lombards and Basilicas provide. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how Ungurs wants to go about this, because I think sitting back and doing nothing isn't quite on the cards. Could be some sort of greater Falk Age 3, maybe Advanced Church 7 Bank shenanigans. Could be try and bring out as late as possible potential revolt to USA, South Africa. Many ideas on the table. I don't know. Live game to see how Ungurs plays this, and also he could always adapt. His deck's called 1 vs 1 in DE, and we do see Badgelders in Age 2, the 4 Swiss Pikes, trainable Swiss Pikes in the 3rd Age. Slightly cheaper as well. It's not a terrible card. Could be situational. Could be quite useful to take down trading posts. I think in this matchup, probably won't see that as much as you'd think you'd want to see it. He also does have Swiss Pikes in the 3rd Age too, which there's no. He hasn't gone for Harquebusiers or pretty much the only useful mercs that Dutch have. So he's not gone for any like a variety and what type of mercs he has. Yeah, it's Bozzers and Harks, so all on the infantry. Does have the revolt to it's not really a revolt, but villagers turn into vet halbs, and I think I've seen this card before, but normally you might see another content creator on the scene going, "Oh my god, look at this card, whoa, isn't it amazing?" I'm sat there going, yeah, if you click that and don't win, you've kind of shot yourself in the knee, then shot yourself in the stomach, and then not finish yourself off and just watch yourself bleed out. I like the premise of the card. I just don't think it's a great card. When you want to send it to, you know, capitalize on this like timing and maybe mix it with some H3 shipments, you might have 30 halbs. You might have 25 halbs. It is good in that sense, but it's also, it costs 750 of each resource and a card as well. That could be itself another 2 bank and then a mercenary shipment. You kind of, and then you stay with your villagers as villagers as well. So there's a reason we don't see everybody else playing this card. It doesn't seem that broken to me. Maybe Ungurs knows something we don't. He doesn't have Speedy Halb card. Doesn't have. I don't think Advanced Arsenal really buffs Halbs anyway. Maybe. Well, yeah, the miniature drummers would be quite nice. Double Speedy Halbs would be pretty good. Maybe a certain Sir Callan out there could do a double Speedy Halb upgrade into Flemish Revolution Halb play. It could be a fun one to watch. Remember, this is only a card until it becomes a card. I know it kind of sounds obvious, but until it's actually on the field of play, it's just irrelevant. Nice Sudanese treasure pickup as well from Kevin, pushing back a forward position from Ungurs. And the Sudanese Red Sea wagons from the TP, built by the architects in Age 1, has gone for double racks. Age 2? Question mark. Oh, please don't tell me Kevin's actually going to try and play Age 2 into Dutch, because that's not a great idea. Defensive racks instantaneously thrown down here from Ungurs, and we're going to see some skirms being trained straight away. Double Paviciers from Kevin going to be trained. I mean, if you have an idea, you have an idea. The architects will still build behind this, get the Lombards going through. I'm sure he will go for Monte di Pieta as well, get that coin invested, Lombard wagon, all that kind of good stuff behind. Could you go like 700 coin? Yeah, steel traps, every on food, trains and musks. He's going for the Lombard behind. Oh, is it going for Uffizi? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Get that XP generation going in. And yes, the visitors do come up, but the bank wagon's gone forward. That's going to get built. TC fire. Skirms will nice range attack. Minutemen will come out nice and safe here from Ungurs. This is easy Minutemen territory. If I was playing as well, you can get some good value if Ungurs walks on the wrong side of the train post and the Explorer gets the snare. Could be a lose Explorer and buy back straight away type of get the jump on your opponent, but Kevin's backing off, and he has caused a bit of idle time, and he has forced a barracks response with units, but apart from that, hasn't really got too much done just yet. Another batch of skirms on its way. Elephants being herded in. Vils near to the TP line. That town centre is starting to have its effect on units. Explorer snaring the pikemen. Skirms do come out. This will be time for Minutemen if you want to go for it. Those pikes are not going anywhere with the Explorer still up, but now gets picked off and does secure his evacuation. At the end of the day, though, that's a house. He's lost all the crossbows. The pikes are kind of gone backwards, and Dutch's skirm count is increasing. I don't feel that Dutch's position has weakened in the last minutes. I think its game position as well is kind of strengthened. Kevin likely saving up for the cavalry card in Age 2, Creation Company, or Papal Lancers and a Stradiot to kind of overwhelm the skirmishers. If you time that card correctly, it could be beautiful. Donald Trump says that tariffs is the most beautiful word, but I say arquebusiers on villagers with no greatcoats is even more beautiful. So we won't quite see that this game. I suppose in Age 1+3 the most beautiful word is raiding, actually. That's a good one. Can you make sheer bones in Age 2? Yes, you can, actually. I think you can. There's no reason to say you cannot. Yes, you can. And that is a really good way to play into Dutch, but it does take a while to get your Basilica producing these units. They are specialised anti-skirms, but you can see with all this XP with the Basilica and the buildings that you'd quite awkwardly slow down one of these other shipments coming in, and that it's good, but it's not great value, if you know what I mean. You're paying the best part of 900 reds for 7 units, which, if they're microed on the right unit, they get value. If not, they don't get value. And Ungurs has gone for the Swiss pikes here. That's a bold call. Yeah, he's gone for double racks now. No stable. Skirm Swiss pike. Swiss pikes in H2 are obviously much weaker as a result. Hashtag balance. Makes sense. Basically, what Ungurs is doing here is what I would suggest is just you're playing Logistician, but without better melee units. Like, Logistician is all about those vet halbs and maybe speedy halbs, crossing them down, but these Vargellas are 4.75 speed. They're not 5 speed. They have a bit more HP than the halbs, but much less attack. And they cost a lot as well. 155 coin compared to 50 to 70 coin, but vet halbs. That's a card just to kind of get the privilege to train these units. SARS do come here from Kevin. Ungurs is down. He's on the back foot at the moment, and he was in a position where the skirms are kind of dominating the military battlefield, but since the introduction to Swiss pikes, the skirm production has kind of stopped. Hasn't really got another ship, and 8 pikes would be really useful at this point. Maybe CM with Town Centre Fire and maybe tier 1 would be quite useful. Those wild guys are going to try and snare them topside. Yeah, Swiss pikes slower than Age 2 pikes at the moment, and in the Paviciers are not feeding to Tremble. Minutemen do get caught, more Paviciers on the way. Skirm count here for Dutch, really low, but the Minutemen do get... The Swiss pike do connect with the Paviciers, and well, once the Paviciers go down, there's nothing to kill the Swiss pikes, and more crossbows are marching to their death. Double batch of Swiss pikes getting the return, and the Hussars, they can't help them. They cannot help the crossbows. They do need to get out of here. Kevin should have backed off that reinforcement batch of crossbows, got the Huss out and said goodbye to his forward party of military units, because now he's basically given up all momentum. Oh, getting stuck on the train post as well. Yeah, look at that Swiss pike. And the Huss just melt. That Huss is melted so fast. It's actually it's decomposed already into the sand. Wow, that is a turnaround. Wow, it's a bit of a throw, really. I'm not really too sure what Kevin was trying to think. Maybe he was expecting all 20 vills were here or here. There was no raid potential. Banks are in base tucked up. Villagers in the TC hunts underneath the town centre. The angle was really strange. Like this is it's kind of why you see players march to the front of the base, siege what they can, they march back, because you get caught on the wrong side. You're in big trouble, and those Minutemen came out and got some great value onto the units of Italy. Just getting those Paviciers down. Once they were killed off, then no real problems. He's now aging. He pushed, and now he's aging. He could have aged with mass, but he's now going for an age up. Third age to the Papal Guard, double Paviciers. He's still trying to train the crossbows, but they're not great units, unfortunately. Quite expensive as well. 50 wood cost per unit, 35 food, 50 wood, and he was to pay full batch for the upgrade. He's aged up with more Paviciers as well. 8 plus 4 with the fast age card. Now the veteran Papal Guards come in, 7 of them. And there you go, a decent unit to cover this, and the army has kind of regained its size. Ungurs in the third age now. Swiss pikes have returned to parity. 326 HP, 22 melee attack with 5 speed, with a +1 HP because of rounding errors. Thank you, DE. What a fantastic assistant that is. 1,000 wood comes in. I heard artillery foundry. Oh no, it's Arsenal. Arsenal comes down. Infantry breastplate comes in. More Swiss pikes being trained. Remember, infantry combat does not boost Swiss pikes, unfortunately. So as the game goes on, these start to feel slightly out-teched and outclassed. But with 5 speed and 22 base attack, these are pretty brutal units. With quite a lot of micro, a lot of stalling to try and play around these units. 110 damage versus cav, that's a very good point. The stable was made back at home. I suppose, yeah, Kevin has used the stable for SAR production, but I don't think he wants to make a SARs anymore. Architects, got 4 of them. They're building town centers. He's walking around the map. Securing that the southern side, it feels a bit strange. I would rather see a town center up here. I mean, what you really want to do is try and fortify a middle position. You've got 2 gold mines, a hunt. I mean, everything your side of the map is quite tucked up and safe. Hussar's going for a raid. Don't kill many vills. Oh, Ungurs is going for it. Yeah, she's... He's actually going for Flemish Revolution with the infantry breastplated halberdier technology with envoys being... He's going for envoys! Oh my god! Oh, this is, well, Italy doesn't have a skirmisher in Age 2, don't they? Age 3. They have crossbows with a 1.25 multiplier versus halberdiers. Remember, this isn't a traditional all-in revolt. You can still train villagers again, and he will get back onto that merchant train. Envoys moving forward with their greatcoats on, plus 20 HP as well from that technology. The Papal Guards getting interested. The Paviciers can't really path by, and the halberdiers are closing in. 4.25 speed, slowing down the Swiss pikes. Oh, no, that's just melee attack speed or something. Military jumpers here have been fantastic if he had XP for it. You could just see how much how brutal this would be with speedy halbs. These halbs only at 4.25. Vivicius are basically getting away, getting multiple kills each time they turn. But once they run to the edge of the map, they will get trapped. Swiss Pike's one side, halbs the other, and this is going to be a bloodbath pretty quickly. And oh, just jump off the edge of the earth. You're not cut out for this shit anymore. Oh, brutal. Goodbye, anti-halberdier army. And two Huss sieging a bank. That's cute. More Swiss Pikes reinforcing. Remember, coin income. Oh, coin income from the banks for endless Swiss Pikes. But Kevin has gone to the 4th age here with the Papal Guard age up 10 Papal Guards, or maybe 12 10 Papal Guards. Minutemen do come out. Shivani shipment being sent in. And he's floating so many resources. Bro, just train units. He's frantically building barracks with architects. Just get the villagers to build a building. You just need to get the building built. We need to get a all these cost split wood resources as well. We just need to get stuff built. Kevin, we need just to abandon the architects and go all in on getting stuff. The Berserkers will come up this side and start working away on there. Veteran halberdiers. Orders come out, that gets picked down. And the halberdiers, the Swiss Pikes now seen the next target. They are not. Oh, they're the same speed as Berserkers. Papal Guard's about to slow us down quite. He's only just got himself the next building. Why is it taking so long to get the infrastructure out? It's taking him ages. Another 5 come out, another 5 halfway. But the Papal Guards will have to go forwards into cover mode probably to kind of form a bit of a wall. Good pathing around the buildings actually. This could be opportunity. He needs to put the Papal Guards forwards. He cannot let the Berserkers get tagged. This would be critical. But look at the Swiss Pikes. They are menacing, and the Papal Guards with their long range stab ability for that range are pinning down the Swiss Pikes. Minutemen do come out as well. Berserkers are a bit of an overkill there on the villas. These villagers will need to kind of sacrifice themselves for the greater good. There's so many villas nearby as well. With melee resist, 200 HP. They have to protect the Berserkers at all cost. At all cost. I say at all cost. Bring the villas in. You have to do it. The Berserkers, they're now snared by the Explorer. Oh, they're just overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed and goodbye. But Kevin, nearly 10k score ahead. Oh, sending in 13 halberdiers. Has he got guard halb yet? No, he hasn't got guard halb. He's still got 26 vills on food. He can't hit the tree button. He needs to kind of get the resources in to upgrade units and other stuff. But, I think he's going to get a triple batch of Berserkers now behind this and should be pretty recovered. As memes go, we give Ungurs the credit for memes, but this is the problem. The game has to win there and then. If it doesn't win there and then, well, you have no economy. There is no follow-up. Or you still have banks, you still can train stuff, but you can see how Kevin at this point is triple pumping Berserkers, and soon we'll find the 200 wood, 200 gold guard halberdier button. I'm sure Ungurs is strong enough to find where that is. It's right there if you haven't seen it. It's right there. See, look, right here, right there. Yep. Yep, there it is. There it is. Get that button clicked. You'll never say no to a cheap upgrade for 23 units. Why would you not? Explorer moves in. That's going to get focused down pretty quickly. Huss looking for the guard Berserkers. Nice little snare there. Oh, God, these guys were a bit adventurous for what they're trying to do. SARS have found them, but the halberdiers are here to save the day. All tricking, speedy skirms still look really slow. It's a bit of a strange one, that is. The old switcheroo halberdiers forwards. This is an okay fight. Oh, don't go to melee mode. Don't go to cover mode. Oh, Ungurs is tapped out. GG. I've got to say, funny game. I've seen some interesting stuff from Ungurs, but yeah, I don't really think Flemish Revolution without Speedy Halb is going to be meta. But if we theorycraft here, hold up. Let's think about this. If this was an Age 4, and Ungurs sent that card, he would have 50 Guard Halberdiers. Assuming he's upgraded Guard Halberdier. Assuming he goes Logistician, age up to the second age, instead of standard age up and then go into Swiss Pike's Pivot. You could basically have your time where you're kind of teching in Team Infantry HP, Infantry Combat, 4th age, then into Revolution. And then yes, you could have so many super strong units, but the Vanguarders kind of felt a bit... They were really good. It's just the Halberdiers weren't as good as the Vanguarders, is the brutal truth, and the speed really hurt them so much. Speedy House would get them up to about, was it 5 and a bit speed? 5.1? That is, at that point, with military drummers as well, if you can afford that to 5.5 speed, then you're causing havoc. But I think the build is close. I think we're nearly there. Couple adjustments. I'll be worried if I was Kevin next time. Kevin trying to go for a crossbow aggression H2 as well. That was... Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason why the meta exists for fast industrial for Italy. I don't think H2 Italy is where it's at. H3 is pretty good. H3 is decent, but H2, I think that's the first and last time we'll see that this month. So, Kevin just trying to find his feet. Although this is quick search, it isn't a tournament game. Players are just having fun, trying to find out interesting strats. And I've had fun watching this one too. And if you've had fun as well, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one.